but we're going to do mostly eating.
2008 was a year that changed many small businesses, and Wendy Pashman's entertaining company was no exception. For 2 decades, Pashman and her team delivered what her company's tagline calls upmarket catering to corporate and individual clients. But the Great Recession forced Pashman to reposition entertaining company. Some industry rivals dropped prices to win business, but she refused.
The people who were using us and who really liked our product were looking for that value add and the quality. So, you know, we continued that. In fact, we upped that. And there are always people who are looking for quality and who are willing to pay for it and who are making food the central component of their event. We really decided that we were going to do very personal events, and that's how we became more niche-like.
Pashman started advertising for the first time and began researching and highlighting regional cuisines such as those in India. She also incorporated more of her clients' cultural background at their events. It was an easy decision for Pashman, who has no formal culinary training and got her start as a chef for Saxon Paint in 1980.
I came from corporate America, and I started my business because I wanted it to be an art. And I don't want it to ever become something that loses its feel, because I think that's its uniqueness. Once it loses that uniqueness, then we're just like every other business.
Pashman is this year's winner of Crain's Day in the Life of an Entrepreneur video contest, and in her entry she touches on the challenge of removing herself from the day-to-day operations and focusing on the future.
When we first got started, I was doing everything. 25 years ago, I was cooking the food, finding the clients, marketing, doing the financing. It was really crazy, really exciting, and I was very hopeful. I mean, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you've got to be a chameleon. And not trying to micromanage everything has been my hardest challenge. And I think now we're just starting to, you know, let go of the reins, and I'm doing more of the strategy and thinking about the future instead of the execution in the day-to-day. And I think that's helping the business and helping the people around me.
So what did you tell them about?
She now has a full-time staff of 35 employees to do everything from the cooking and serving to the sales and marketing, leaving Pashman more time to travel for inspiration and to launch new projects. Among them, AD 1917, a rental space Pashman recently opened in Lincoln Park.
We took an old building that was not really doing anything for us and changed it into a space where we can entertain, have non-for-profit events and supper clubs and small intimate dining experiences. And again, this is continuing on with this idea of niche. I think that's very much a trend, that people are trying to get out of that commercial, big, generic, chain-like atmosphere and get into something that's very non-commercial.
I think we need to go to Scotland and research.
I think so.
Pashman may be embracing micro-cuisines and intimate dining rooms, but that doesn't mean she is shying away from growth. Last year, revenue jumped 16% year over year, her best year ever. In addition to launching AD 1917, she's also starting a catering management business and recently coordinated the 70 restaurants catering the Green Tie Ball. Many entrepreneurs struggle with preserving passion for their product while stepping back from running their company as it grows. But Pashman says thinking about strategy and the future of entertaining company has been better for her business and allowed her to look at the trends that may happen next, not what's happening now.
Not everybody, especially because of the recession, can travel all over. So isn't this a great way that we can bring foods and we can gather our resources? And I love doing the research of foods from all over the world, and we can actually provide that in someone's living room and dining room. How fantastic is that?